folks, it is I, Rush Limbaugh, coming to you once again. Now, originally I was going to do a Night of Chump pay-per-view predictions with Class of 1333, but due to prior commitments of my contractual obligations to the block, I decided I would do pay-per-view predictions for him instead. Any chance of me reviewing this pay-per-view again would be like trying to drop a nail out of outer space and trying to hit someone in the head. Although there's a good, millionth of a chance that would happen, I wouldn't bet on me doing this show again. Anyway, I'm going to have myself a little party here, and I want you to watch what Classic 1333 has to say. He's going to talk about aloisia, Matt Hardy, his Night of Champions predictions, and maybe some TNA stuff. So, I'm going to enjoy my party, and enjoy the show, folks. What's up, YouTube? Classic 1333 coming to you live, back with another exciting video. Hopefully Rush Limbaugh is having an awesome time with his party, but in the meantime I'm here to delight you with usual WWE TNA kind of stuff. So before I go into my Night of Champions, or Night of Champions, as the French folks would probably say, pay-per-view predictions, I just want to talk about a few things. So I guess Aloisia, Isis the Amazon, the big tall chick from NXT, I guess WWE released her from her contract a couple days ago or something. I feel very disappointed that they did that because I watched the very first episode of NXT Season 3 with the Divas because I was thinking, oh, this might be, fairly interesting, with them trying to do something with that, and it was just a waste of time. Now, if the show had, Isis the Amazon on the show, it might have been different, but whatever reason they released her, so yeah, I really don't care about Season 3 of NXT anymore. So, my feeling too, I know there's the truth, but my gut feeling is the reason that they probably released her from it was because everybody would have voted for her to win, because she stood out and actually had wrestling experience. I don't know if I'm sure the other divas on that show probably do have some experience, but she had the most experience and could probably actually have a actual good solid match with a lot of other divas and stuff. So, but it sucks that they released her. I would have really liked to have seen her versus Beth Phoenix. I thought that would have been awesome. But oh well, if TNA's smart, they'll pick her up, man, because she would be an awesome addition to the Knockouts. I'd still like to see her versus Awesome Kong. I know Awesome Kong's not in TNA anymore, but I don't know if they could bring her back in for maybe one match or something. That would be awesome. So. But hey, we can cross our fingers and hope she goes to TNA. Next, I want to talk about Matt Hardy. I've noticed lately, on the internet, basically, that they've been saying that he's been, sent home and removed from shows. And I guess he had released a YouTube video. I actually watched it. He released a YouTube video. He's like, "Oh look, I'm not at home. I'm still in England." And obviously, it hasn't done him any favors with WWE management. I think it's a pretty stupid move Matt Hardy even did that because WWE is so uptight about keeping your character quiet, not spoiling anything, yada yada yada. And here he is, doing all this YouTube stuff and interacting with the internet community, which is I guess a big no-no in WWE. So, which is funny because they're love the universe but hate the fans. It's stupid. So he's probably gonna get released pretty soon, and I don't know. He's just stupid for doing it, because WWE is kind of number one wrestling world, and I know he hasn't been really elevated so much, but it's not. I'm kind of so-so with Matt Hardy. I think he's a very good wrestler, but he just lacks that it factor to be a main eventer. He's a very good he'd be a good Intercontinental champion, be a United States champion, but I just don't think he has what it takes to get up to the main event picture. So, but that's just my opinion. Even if he goes to TNA, I still don't think he has that potential. I just see him in TNA reuniting the Hardy Boys or something. So that's probably what'll happen. I'm sure they'd have a good match with Motor City Machine Guns, but I don't know. I really don't want to see them go to TNA. They have enough guys there right now. Okay, let's go into pay-per-view predictions for Night of Champions. 6-packs challenge. 6-pack of beer challenge. Edge, Randy Orton, Champion Sheamus, John Cena, Chris Jericho, and Wade Barrett. I'm going to go with Sheamus retaining the title. I don't see Edge getting it. Barrett's too green. He's not going to get it. Cena, no one wants to see him win the belt again. Orton, I think Orton has a chance, but I don't know. I'd love to see Jericho win, but I think Sheamus is going to keep it. Kane versus The Undertaker for the World Heavyweight Championship. Yeah, everyone pretty much knows, like, Undertaker has always beaten Kane, like, every time they've wrestled each other. So, Kane needs a victory. I'm going to go with Kane winning. I don't think he's going to pin The Undertaker. I think it's going to be some kind of count-out or disqualification finish for The Undertaker. So, I think Kane's going to either keep the belt or he's going to win by a DQ or something. One of the two. Next match, we got Daniel Bryan versus The Miz, the United States Championship. This one's kind of hard to pick because it's kind of can go both ways. You know, Bryan could use the push to kind of get, elevated up to the, up the ladder and whatnot, and get retribution on Miz. On the other hand, you got Miz, who's like, Mr. Money in the Bank, and they're trying to, I think, push him toward the main event level, which I think he deserves. He's done a good job with his promos. He's decent in the ring. He's worked really hard. Like, he's been like the number one guy on Raw to watch for a long time. Not doing this usual stale thing or whatever. So, but I think if Miz loses, though, it like really hurts like his momentum. So I'm sure they could get the U.S. belt off of him without really like hurting that momentum, but they probably should do like a series of matches. So based off that, I'm gonna go with the Miz winning. So, but it's a toss-up though. Next, we got Kofi Kingston versus Dolph Ziggler for the Intercontinental Championship, and if Ziggler gets counted out or disqualified, he loses the belt. I don't have SmackDown, so like I don't have the network for SmackDown, so I haven't really seen these guys. But I think this is like their 8th match they've had, like 2 months now or something. It's like they wrestle each other like every week on the show, and I don't know if they can really do a new match or anything. To me, it would be stale watching them fight over and over and over and over and over again. I think D. Jose had said something about it though. It's like, I don't know why they couldn't just have maybe 1 week of like them in a tag match against each other. The next week one of them does a beatdown on the other one. The next week a promo. Little stuff to build up the feud instead of just constantly wrestling each other. So, but since Kofi's been kind of chasing the belt more so, I guess I'm gonna go with him winning. I think he'll win the Intercontinental title. Next, we got the ever so exciting unification title between the Divas and women's belts, Melina versus Michelle McTaker. I'm going to go with Michelle McCool to win. I don't know. I think for some reason, like since he's with Undertaker and Undertaker's on McMahon's good side, I think, she'll get the belt based off, being all goody-goody two-shoes kind of deal. So, but I think she would, wasn't Michelle McCool like the first Divas champion too or something? So, she'll probably be like, I'm the first ever undisputed women's champion or something. They'll probably call it undisputed like they did back in the day with the WWE and World Heavyweight Championship when they were united when Jericho was the first ever undisputed champion. Which he still brags about to this day, even though that was like 10 years ago, but it's still funny. So, but Michelle McCool's gonna win. I look very tired, I bet, don't I? I seem very tired, I don't know. And then here's a match that shouldn't even be on the card because it's not a championship match. Big Show versus CM Punk. Kind of another toss-up. I think Punk could use the win more than Big Show, but I don't know, I'm going to go with Big Show to win. So, yeah, that was my Night of Champions pay-per-view predictions. And let's talk some TNA. I happened to catch Impact this week. Jay Lethal's the new X Division champion. I think this is a good move. Problem is like they got to get some more X Division guys to wrestle him, like Amazing Red. Amazing Red. Shark Boy's still on the roster page. Why not have him fight for it if he's still in the company, which he's not? But just get some more X Division guys and do something with this division. I think getting the belt off Williams was probably a good move. Although Williams did have a good match with Sabu at their last pay-per-view, I gotta admit that. The Hardy Angle rematch was really good. On the pay-per-view, like, I thought this match was like the shit. Like, the first 20 minutes that they wrestled, it was awesome, but then they were like, 5-minute overtime, and I was thinking, okay, that's cool, you know, we'll get a winner, and, you know, la-di-da-di-da-di, and then it was like, you know, time limit expired, and then Bischoff's like, we must have a winner, 5 more minutes. That's where I thought it got stupid, because, you know, you need a winner, but you're only going to give him 5 minutes. I thought that was kind of stupid. But TNA did a good job this week, though, kind of still making it like, you know, Angle and Hardy still being equal, so they made it a triple threat, which was kind of a cool ending, because Angle was, you know, having the ankle lock on Hardy, and then Hardy was trying to, like, you know, reverse it, maybe get something going, and they both want to pin each other. I thought that was a pretty cool move. So, and then I thought like they're still doing a good job with the whole Beautiful People, Madison Rayne, Tara storyline. Now they have like Lacey Von Erich kind of involved with Velvet Sky and Angelina Love. Like I think that's a pretty sweet move. I'm kind of hoping that like maybe they could get Sarita or something involved with like Madison Rayne and Tara. get Sarita involved with Madison Rayne and Tara, and then maybe they could kind of have like a 6-way feud. Another thing I'd like to see them do again is have Sarita and Taylor Wilde wrestle each other, because like they had an awesome street fight in Impact a couple months ago, and I'd love for them to keep it going. So, but we'll see what happens. But yeah, sorry if my ideas are all over the place, guys. I'm tired. Just had a long day at work, and school's killing me. So, but yeah, I'll catch you guys later. Enjoy the show for the pay-per-view, even though I don't think it's going to be that good. Peace out.